guys, Lindsay Ell here, hanging out with Premier Guitar. Today I want to talk about songwriting fire starters. If you just started writing songs, if you've been writing songs for years, or if you've never written a song and you want to, let's talk about it today. I've been writing songs ever since I was 10 years old, and I think that every time I sit down to write a song, it is different every single day. And that's the beauty of it and the frustration about it in the same moment. So I want to share with you a few of my tips that I do on a consistent basis just to fight things like writer's block, which is completely common and we all get it, and just to constantly be giving me fresh ideas. One of my favorite things that I do, and I brought even my notebook so I could show you, is I call them morning pages, but I write 3 full pages every morning, and we could flip through this journal literally and you could see my pages. And some mornings I have nothing to say, and I sit there and I just write subconscious nothing. Just write. But I always have a rule, I need to write 3 pages. And it is amazing how near the end of that 3rd page, something comes up, an idea comes up, or a feeling that I didn't really know I was feeling. And it's amazing how just the consistency of doing it every single day, you'd be amazed at what you find. So it doesn't need to be 3 pages if you just want to wake up and write 1, but do it every single day because consistency is your friend. I will say that you can never edit an empty page. Like if you are sitting there and you're constantly editing yourself, and I'm a hypocrite to this. I fall guilty to this all the time. But you can never edit something that you haven't started writing. So just get it down on the page. You can edit a song over and over and over again. There are songs that I'm still editing 2 years later. You can always edit something and make it better, but you can't make nothing better. I mean, if there's nothing on the page, you can't make that better. So just get it down on the page. A few of my writer friends in town had this rule that they would write a song every single day because it just would consistently get that gear in their head going. And by law of numbers and averages, not every song you're going to write is a hit, but if you write little snippets here and there, you're going to come across some pretty good ones just by law of numbers. And so if you can't even finish a full song every day, I'd say write a verse or write a chorus. I have that little voice notes app in my phone. I have all of these ideas where I'll be walking in an airport and I'll be singing something into my phone, or I'm sitting on a train and I'm writing lyrics, and I just constantly am trying to write little ideas down. And then when I sit and I'm ready to write a song, or I've blocked off an hour just to write, I can go through that notes in my phone and really be like, oh, you know what, that's a pretty cool idea. And then I have time to actually sit down and flush it out. Another tip that I love is being able to study favorite lyrics. I have songwriters, that I love their songwriting. Anybody from Joni Mitchell to the Beatles to as crazy as Hendrix got to John Mayer, or I play country music, so Keith Urban. I mean, they're looking at different styles and being able to study different genres can teach you a lot about lyric writing. Some of my favorite exercises learning about melody and rhythm is studying different genres as well. There's so much you can learn from studying pop music compared to studying jazz music. And by listening to both genres separately, you'll be amazed at what you can pull. You can throw a jazz lick into a pop song and all of a sudden it sounds really cool. So I would just say that the boundaries of genres are not your friend. Like, listen to everything and be a sponge to everything, because sometimes when you mix and match those things, that's where the magic lies. Something that really helped me before I was going into the studio to record my last album, my producer, his name is Christian Bush. He's in a country band called Sugarland, if any of you are country fans. But he asked me what my favorite record was of all time. And it was hard for me to choose because I just love so many different kinds of music. But at that moment, I was like, Continuum by John Mayer. I'm just all about it. I cannot get enough of it. And he was like, perfect, Lindsay. I want you to go into your studio at home and record the whole thing, front to back. I want you to play every single instrument. You have 2 weeks. You lock yourself in your studio. You do it by yourself. Go. And so I did. And I learned so much about the way those songs were composed. I learned so much about songwriting by recreating something that I loved and hearing that out of the speakers. I learned so much about melody and about rhythm and about lyrics that I didn't even know were there. Sometimes you sing lyrics to a song and you don't even really know what they mean. But having to re-record something or recreate something in your own voice, you truly develop an understanding for what that song's saying. And so study the greats. Study music that you love. Find an artist that you just can't get enough of a song and pick it apart. Figure it out why it is so great. And you'll surprise yourself with how much you learn.